I have created a brief history of performance art using a street as a metaphor for time. Each house on the street represents an artist or movement. Futurism marks the beginning of the street, which moves chronologically forward through masturbation, ritual, and durational performance, and entire lifestyle choices. While maybe more commonly known for their dynamic pictures, futurists bore controversy. Alfred Jarry's 1896 play Ubu Roy shocked audiences with its first line.
Merde!
Translated into English, it would be along the lines of shit. While not actually saying the word, Jarry came too close for most viewers' comfort. Dadaists developed along this vein. Frank Wedekind masturbated on stage in his travelling cabarets. The cabarets were originally a way of making money between shows, but he ended up in prison several times for censorship violation. Surrealism moved the boundaries of art and performance further again in 1924, when a short film called Entr'acte by René Clair was imposed on the audience of the Ballet Suelos between acts. It was not only unexpected, but showed shots of a ballet dancer from underneath. Considering what they would continue watching shortly, it understandably put the bourgeois audience ill at ease. John Cage and Merce Cunningham drew influence from around the world to create music and dance that distinguished itself considerably from that which came before. In the 1950s, Cage appears on an American television show. The audience's reception to Cage's water walk is uncomfortable, with the host appearing to apologise for Cage's unmelodic music. But his appearance on television shows how the media was beginning to notice live art. This movement into a more public visibility was significant, as out of it grew many more live art projects in the 1960s. One notable development from Cage was the Fluxus movement. Alan Caprow was a key player. His happenings, in which there was no beginning, middle or end, epitomised this concept of art from everyday materials. One example of a happening involved people in a room with a large amount of ice cubes. They could touch them, causing them to melt. The audience was actively involved in the art they were viewing. Robert Rauschenberg's Pelican explores ballet and roller skates, bringing the traditional and the modern together in live performance. Through the 60s and 70s, Herman Nitsch created ritualistic art. Often banned and imprisoned, he would stage crucifixions with skinned animal carcasses. His semi-religious work takes a satirical look at religion and sacrifice. In 1965, Joseph Beuys had his first solo gallery exhibition. He covered his face in honey and gold leaf and walked a dead hare around the gallery. Beuys said of this action, "Even a dead animal preserves more powers of intuition than humans with their stubborn rationality." Beuys developed a shamanistic persona, again bringing the ritual into live art. Vito Acconci, in his 1971 gallery performance Seedbed, brings another kind of ritual into live art. Acconci steps into Wedekind's territory with live masturbation. As he performs, he fantasises about the visitors to the gallery. Gilbert and George created the singing sculpture in the 1970s. They performed in galleries for long periods of time. Gilbert and George created an entire lifestyle out of their persona, never appearing without each other or their trademark suits. They refer to themselves as living sculptures and appear to live in their created world constantly. Robert Wilson's 1976 opera Einstein on the Beach is a further development of durational performance. At over 5 hours with no intermission, it is a marathon for both performer and audience. The opera consists of 9 connected 20-minute scenes and is loosely refers to Einstein's theory of relativity and unveiled field theory, with themes of nuclear weapons. Laurie Anderson brought live art into the mainstream with her 1981 UK number 2 Oh Superman.
Hello? Is anybody home? Well, you don't know me, but I know you, and I'm gonna sing to give to you. Here come the planes. So you better get ready, ready to go. You can come as you are, pay as you go, pay as you go.
Bobby Baker mixes daily life with the surreal and absurd. She has a manic housewife persona and often focuses on mental health.
Dictionary says that a psychiatrist is the doctor trained in the branch of medicine concerned with the study and treatment of mental disorders. So, basically, if you've got something wrong with you, some mental disorder, you get shunted off to them, they diagnose you, they probably give you some medication or put you into a hospital. They are a doctor. The sort of shoes they wear are powerful and expensive. A psychoanalyst employs methods of treating mental and emotional disorders by discussion and analysis of the patient's thoughts and feelings. So, their work stems from Freud and Jung and all that.
And with Bobby Baker, we come to the end of our performance art journey.